This past August, I spent 2 full days learning how to make charcoal while visiting the Philippines. I was blissfully ignorant about what it would involve. We traveled to a village in Malabon to meet Robert and his mom Marilyn, who's my age. Their hamlet is a labyrinth of narrow concrete corridors that lead out to open-air partitions and plywood shacks. The person who taught me is Robert, a soft-spoken, slender fellow with comet-shaped eyes and an enormous Cheshire Cat smile. He's 14 years old. For days afterwards, I felt physically weakened and emotionally crippled, knowing that this is the reality many children live through in order to survive. Robert lives in a one-room shack with his mother, stepfather, and 7 siblings. Steps away from their tiny quarters, him and Marilyn crouch on wood slates to sort and bag the charcoal.
Mahirap. Lahat talaga mahirap. Kagaya ng wala kami sariling ilaw, wala kami sariling tubig. Tapos yung tirahan namin, nakikitira lang kami. Tapos yung hanap buhay namin, isa na rin yun. Hanap buhay namin na mahirap din. Kaya yun lahat talaga mahirap. Ang tinuturo sa akin ni Robert, Ma, wag ka lang mahinaan ng loob, sabi nang ganun sa akin. Kaya natin to, sabi niya, ako pa, sabi na, malakas kaya ako, sabi nang ganun. Basta nandito lang din kayo sa tabi ko, masaya na rin ako, Ma, sabi niya, kahit saan ka sasama ako, wag lang tayo maghihiwalay. Kaya parang yun na rin nang nagbigay sa akin ng lakas ng loob para anak ko nga, kaya niya, ako pa kaya na nanay. Kaya yun, kaya naging ako kay Robert.
Every few days, Robert collects scrap wood. He hauls it in the side cart of a bicycle and stacks it in a tall triangle. He then leans slates of metal sheets and shovels dirt on top. Robert invites me to help in this process.
How you doing, Eliana?
It's actual backbreaking work. It's not work that I'm used to. Oh, okay. Thank you. How do you get it to stay?
You start from the bottom.
Oh, okay. How long does it take them to do this?
If it's fast, we can finish this one in 3 hours.
3 hours? Okay, wow. Jeez.
Sa tulog, tsaka sa mga kapatid ko, kanina kasama ko. Natutunan ko mapalaga ang pamilya namin sa mama ko.
The two work closely making charcoal. They are a team, a unit, equal parts cheerleader and boss. Once the pyramid is covered in soil, it's lit and burned over the course of a few days. This is how I imagine it would be like for someone sentenced to a life of hard labor. Unlike many kids his age, Robert is not inclined to rebel. He's not interested in breaking any rules and has a heightened awareness of the dangers that surround his immediate environment.
Gusto ko po nakatakot po rito yung mga patayin po rito. Nakita ko na ito si Kisanay binaril ng mga yung taga-ibang dito sa may Hamay. Dito puntang Tugatog sa Francis. Punta doon. Nakita binaril dito sa Gesani Boy, nilusob dito, pinagbabaril. Di na po ako sumasali sa mga gang. Kaya yung kinakatakutan ko, baka susunod, ako na masusunod.
Sana hindi niya kami husgahan. Sana tulungan niya kami kung anong mayroon siyang ano. Kasi ang akin lang naman, hindi ko naman talaga ginusto na ganito yung trabaho namin. Kasi masama talaga sa kalusugan ng mga anak ko. Pero wala akong magawa dahil yun lang talaga ang tanging paraan na para matulungan ko yung mga anak ko.
Marilyn's narrow, oval face is permanently focused on what she has to do next. Tend to the children, package the charcoal, feed the pigs. She's been married once before to a man who would drink and beat her and the children and is now in jail for domestic violence.
Papasaya sa akin. Pag nakita ko yung mga anak ko masaya, tapos pag nakikita ko yung mga anak ko na kasi pag may pera ako, inuuna ko yung mga anak ko. Binibigay ko sa lahat ko, anong gusto nila, binibigay ko. Kaya masaya na ako pag nakikita ko sila, kumakain sila ng anong, masaya na ako.
Robert has to deliver the charcoal to a store 30 minutes away before the end of the workday. Robert hops on his bicycle and rides down a busy highway to the shop that buys his supplies.
I don't know how I feel about walking on the road. Yeah. How long has he been doing this? Riding his bike with the...
Yun ang, ano na to?
12?
They arrive at the shop, a dark room where rice, produce, and an assortment of household goods are sold.
Halika na, Ben. Para matapos tayo. Wala na po. Maliit lang yung sala ko kasi binabaha kami. Sa linggo, magdadala ako.
Yeah, so she sold it for 1,588 pesos. The rice is worth 190. So she has 1,300 with her. This one will be used for the milk. And then the others for the food of the chickens. Chickens as well. Yung iba, ito na yung matitira sa akin pag ko ng ulam. The others for food.
Okay.
150 pesos.
All right.
Dito na kami! Babay na, babay!
Oo nga.
Bye, Robert! Dito na kami, te!
Back in the village, Robert is released of his work duties. This is when he can finally act like a 14-year-old, so he spends it playing video games.
Video game gusto ko laro lagi maghapon pagkatapos ko magtrabaho. Kinabukasan.
For 30 minutes, he sits in a concrete shack that has a handful of computers and pumps coins into a slot every 5 minutes. He plays League of Legends, a strategy-based game in which players build their own towns using materials they've collected from other players. Here, amongst other kids his age, is where Robert is most himself.
Pangarap kong maging pulis, tsaka sundalo. Mag-aral silang mabuti. Huwag nila kaming gagayanan, kuya tsaka ate namin. Ayun lang. Tapos tutulungan ko sila makapagtapos din sa pag-aaral. So sa kanya magpasalamat. Ayun lang. Tingnan tsaka napangiti niya rin ako kanina lang. Nag-ano siya. nagpala. Tinulungan niya rin kami nagpala doon.
Kasi mahirap naman kasi maghusga ka sa kapwa mo na wala ka naman na ebidensya na masama siyang tao. Kasi hindi naman sila talaga actually na masama, di ba? Kaya nga ang focus nila kung baka sakaling kaya sila pumunta dito dahil naghanap sila ng mga tao na dapat nilang tingnan, na dapat nilang tulungan or ano man. Kaya ako ayoko maghusga kung ano sila. Basta ang akin, tao silang pumunta sa akin, tao ko rin silang tanggapin.
On paper, this story is about child labor. But after spending time with one family who lives this reality, I realized that sinister label doesn't accurately blanket the reality of the situation. There's actually a lot of love and sacrifice involved. Because what it comes down to is a family simply trying to survive.